Oh, I've been on YouTube live in a second. One person is here. Hi. Oh my goodness, what are all these filters? Hi everyone. Oh. Hi everyone. I haven't been live in a second and I had a moment while I'm editing some videos. I thought I'd just pop on and say hi. How is everyone doing? Hi John, hi Owl. Jason, thank you so much. Jackie, hi, here's your shout out. Hi Timothy. Can we see Grogu? Yeah, he's in the other room. But Jeremy's on the phone, so I'm gonna I should bring him. Hey Ruth, how are you? Hi. Oh my gosh, there's so many messages. Has it been a second since I've gone live? Let me get rid of this menu here. Shopping. Hi Maddie, how are you? Funny Watkins, hi, thank you. Someone just asked, is the lake frozen? It kind of was frozen, like last week? But then it rained and was like 50 degrees. So the ice that's left is really thin. It's not worth skating. And to get it really thick enough to skate, it needs to be not only really cold, but really cold for like a good stretch. So the ice gets really thick. And we haven't had that quite yet. It did freeze, the entire surface was frozen, but it wasn't for long enough that it's safe to skate on, so. Hi, Catherine, hi. I'm traveling, I'm just getting caught up in email. I saw your email, but I haven't been able to get to that yet, so later today. Hi, Barry the Stormtrooper. Sonia asked, what are you planning on making now? That's a great question. Now that the holidays are over and everything, I'm kind of thinking, oh, I should make something new. I was thinking of the Ahsoka the White. I had the shoes already purchased for that. I did have someone reach out to me to make me the Boba Fett undersuit. So I'm thinking about that too. That just arrived. Like, oh, I gotta email that guy back. So I'm thinking about that too. I haven't made a Marvel costume. I've only ever made one. It'd be fun to make another. So I haven't quite decided. So, but I have a couple that are in the running. Oh, and I have some small projects to finish. Like I have a Fennec Shan that was sent to me. It was made overseas. But then I went and bought the helmet and I need to paint that and finish it. So that's I should do that next because that helmet's been sitting for a second. So who do I want? Oh, is someone sick? Oh, I'm sorry. Jeremy is on the phone and he is working right at the moment, but maybe in a little bit. Pre-Vizsla suit. I don't know if Pre-Vizsla is for me. I've done 3 Mandalorians now. I did the Armorer, Bo-Katan, and Din Djarin. So maybe not. I may be good. If I did the next Mandalorian, it might be Sabine, like live action Sabine. Someone just asked. Oh, Condor, I'm sorry you're sick. Someone asked who I'm rooting for in the Super Bowl. I honestly, that's not a matchup I have a strong feeling about. Let's just put it that way. So I'll be watching the Super Bowl to see like new movie trailers and stuff like that. But the 2 teams in it. Oh, Jason, thank you so much. I appreciate the gift. Thank you. I don't really have a strong feeling. I just hope no one gets hurt. I hope they have fun. A lot of people are sick. I was sick a couple weeks ago, and so was Jeremy. We were both sick at once. So hopefully now that we got this sickness out of the way, I'm gonna be doing better, especially at MegaCon. I don't want to get anyone sick. I don't really want to get sick. So, would you do Marvel or Armor Like Rescue? Pardon me. I've always thought a Iron Man type suit was just out of the question for me because my printer was so bad. But now that I have a better printer, I could see maybe building up to that, but not like next. You know what I mean? Do you have any tips for making cute sports gear? I do. Nothing I've made is actually that complicated a garment. It's like a jacket or a coat or something, or like, a suit does require some tailoring, but it's basically pretty simple stuff. The key is to find good fabrics. I am never dazzled by the licensed fabrics that are in like the craft stores, whether it's Joann's or Hobby Lobby or something like that. So I've usually like made my own logos out of, I put fabrics together or I've used housewares, but everyone's taste is different. So it's mostly about making sure you get the good fabrics. Let's ask, does he have a favorite kid show? You know, he likes the car wash. Oh man, I am actually not up on my kid shows, to be honestly. I feel like everyone likes Bluey. I think he'd like Bluey. And then I have a really good friend whose daughter is into Spidey and Friends. And so I watched that when I've been over, and that's really cute too. I could see Grogu into that, but maybe that's a little bit young for Grogu. Live action Commander Cody, by far the thing I'm told about. When are you gonna make a clone? When are you gonna make a clone? I could see doing clone armor. It's a lot of armor though. I mean, unlike say the Scout Trooper or the Mud Trooper, which I've done, the armor actually encirculates your leg, and that's just a lot. So, but I need to research it first. But I could see doing a clone. They're fun. Do you have any Star Wars Lego? I do. I got the Venator class ship, and oh, sorry. Oh, Jason, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. That's so generous of you. So the Venator class, I have a few smaller Lego sets I've received as gifts, like the little Mando Starfighter and like Zori Bliss's little Y-Wing, little sets, you know, they've been given to me as gifts. So usually when I go purchase Lego, I like the Christmas sets. I have a Mandalorian Funko Pop. Nice. I have one too. I have the one where I don't have it in front of me right now. There's so many, but I have the one where he has Grogu under his arm. So, Bad Batch is cool too, or Omega. I don't know if I'm an Omega kind of girl, but I've seen some people do Hunter and Tech, and that's very fun too. Ayla Secura, that's a fun Jedi too. That's a lot of body paint though. I'm not sure if that's, like when I do Ahsoka or Gamora, it's basically just the face. I don't even bother my hands, mostly because I'm touching stuff. But for Ayla Secura, you have to do, like, you need to get your necks down to the edge of your top. You need to do your, I don't know if that's a lot for me, but that's a very cool character. You're getting a Disney World chopper. That's so cool. Happy birthday. Just want to say hi, have a great day. Remember, take care of yourselves. That's such a sweet thing. That's for everybody. Everyone take care of yourself, especially with like colds and flu season going around. Taylor asked how many pets I have. We had a cat, and unfortunately he passed away. It's been like a year and a half now, and we're thinking of getting another pet, but we're not quite ready. Hi, Casper. Someone asked how easy to make custom team outfits. Again, I don't do anything complicated, so just find a garment pattern you like and fabric you like, and that's it. I can't show the Venator is not here with me, so, and it would be really big. It wouldn't actually fit in the, I'd have to put it back there. Sophia says, I replied to your email about the fan art. I love it. Kaiser Taco is going great. The wires, and you said you inspired me to make my clone trooper costume. I'm honored. Anytime someone says they're inspired by my videos to make like a costume, that's crazy to me. I think people make much more interesting videos about costume making than mine do. But if it's an easily digestible way and it inspires you, I'm honored. I found a Mandalorian and Grogu Christmas ornament. Oh, that's sweet. I have several different ones that have been given to me as gifts. I just got the one Jeremy got for Christmas, the one where the 2 feet magnet together. They're super cute. What costume am I wearing Thursday? I just am working on my, oh, Jason, you're so sweet. Thank you for the gift again. Let me actually message Jeremy. Maybe he can bring it real quick. He is on the phone. I'm just afraid if I stand up, you know, then, I'm gonna lose everybody. Hang on one second. Shoot, where is Messenger on this? Someone asked me what I'm wearing on Thursday. I'm working my lineup right now. I'm gonna wear the armor on Thursday because my theory with that is the armor is the first time I've ever worn it out to any convention ever because it's my newest costume. So I'm doing it on a half day because Thursday's only like 4 to 9. So I just figured that's a smarter strategy. So in case something goes wrong or because you never really know how a costume is going to work out. Like I put it on for a video and that's one thing, but to wear it like for several hours at a convention is something totally different. So I figure ease that in on a shorter day. So it's going to be the armor on Thursday, Ahsoka on Friday, Trooper Mom on Saturday, and then I'm wearing Figment and Jeremy's wearing Dreamfinder on Sunday because we're in Orlando and something kind of Disney. So let's get Jeremy in. Oh, shoot. What do you think your husband and I are gonna wear for Halloween? I don't know. We usually doing something kind of Disney related, but we haven't decided yet. Usually I don't decide till the summer, you know? Hang on one second. Okay. Me Grogu. Okay, sorry about that. Greetings from Turkey. Hi. Wow, that's far away. What time is it there? It's like in the evening, yeah? Have you done any Haunted Mansion costumes? Yes, we have done I was the tightrope walking girl, and Jeremy was the oh, you know, the guy who's standing on the dynamite in the stretching room. And so I thought about bringing those this time, but it is a little bit chilly in Florida, so I thought Figment Dreamfinder, big hit, comfy, the whole thing. What do you think about the Marvels? I think it's fun. I think so too. I just was on the plane and watched the Marvels.
You live?
Do you want everyone to see it? Look at Jeremy's hat. Jeremy got this hat in Disneyland Paris, and it is a riot.
I haven't worn it for a long time, so I've got to get the shape back.
He's so excited to wear it. Are you wearing it right now while you're working? Are you like on a Zoom call?
No, because I've got another call. But after that, maybe.
You should wear it on your calls with executives. I mean, look at this.
You made me get it. I wasn't going to get it. You're like, no, that's
no. You need to have this hat. We should have a day in the parks where you run that and I wear the Figment hat.
Oh, that's fun.
Be a big hat day.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
So here's Grogu. He's right here. He's still wearing the Bills shirt because the Pro Bowl's this weekend. You know what I mean? Isn't that hat cute? Should I make another animated Grogu and Chewbacca? Yes, please do. Jeremy is so cool. I'm very lucky. I don't know any Turkish words. I'm sorry. I've only been to Turkey very briefly, like on a cruise ship stop. And so I only went to Istanbul, but it was beautiful. What's your favorite cosplay right now? I can't really pick one. I am excited to wear the armor for the first time. It's not a favorite, but I am very proud of how fast I made that costume and that I was asked to make it, you know, by Disney and Lucasfilm to promote the Blu-ray release. It was a huge, huge honor. So I'm excited to wear it for the first time and see how it does. So thank you. It's actually a long sleeve t-shirt. Isn't this so cool? I got it from Box Lunch, but I got it a couple years ago. Isn't it neat with all the art on the sleeves and it's so colorful? And I'm sitting down, you can't see, but it's a unisex shirt, but it fits really cute. I know with unisex shirts, you just don't know what you're gonna get fit-wise, right? Like it's gonna fit cute or it's gonna be like, yikes. So, but this one fits really cute, and it's super comfortable. I have not played Amanda the Adventurer, but it sounds fun. You make Hera Syndulla from Rebels, that sounds cool. If I did Hera Syndulla, I really like the live action Ahsoka look with like her flight jacket. I think that's cool. Your favorite Disney World park? In Disney World? Probably Epcot, I guess. Oh, Jason, thank you. Of course. I appreciate you so much. Probably Epcot as my favorite park, especially with Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind. That's my favorite ride. And there's so many good restaurants and it's nice and big, so it's harder to feel super like crowded in there, you know? Bye, Taylor. Thanks for coming by. Hey, Everything Girl 12. Hey, Ruth. SoCal Grogu says hi. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, it is National Ahsoka Tano Day. I did not realize that until I posted on Instagram this morning. Like, oh, Ahsoka Tano. Yes, I did the armor right after Thanksgiving. I did it. I made a video and I posted it to my channel. I've only made one video with it. So, it's so new. I'm eager to see how it is weathered the trip, because the paint is chipping off the front already. But we'll see. Who's your favorite character? Just wondering. I don't have one. I have three. It's Leia and Jyn Erso and Chirrut Imwe from Rogue One. How long did it take you to put on that makeup? Not as long as I thought it would, honestly. But I actually kind of find it really relaxing. I do the white first with stencils, and then I paint around it with the orange, and then it's like contour and eyes, and we're done. You know what I mean? I have liquid makeup to do my hands, but I don't really do it because I don't want to like be touching someone or hugging someone if that's a thing, and then getting orange on someone's beautiful costume. So I keep my hands naked as it was. So should I say yes to the person who asked you out to prom? Is it prom season already? If you want to go with them, yes, you should say yes. And if you don't want to go with them, you should say no and say no soon so they can make other plans. So we make a Twilight costume. I really like Garza in the Book of Boba Fett. Her look is so beautiful, that white. I love all your videos, so great. Thank you so much. Star Wars toy shop owner. What a cool original character, Ruth. I can't wait to see it. I have not played Spider-Man 2. I don't have a PlayStation. How many Grogus do I have? I have three. I have two different variations of this one. So this is like the hero one, right? The Mattel plush, but he doesn't have any feet. So I have one with feet for scenes where I need him to sit in something or he's wearing pants. Like when he's wearing the Clone Trooper costume, that costume had pants. So I had to use he's like a feet and stunt double. Or if I need him to like sit on a bike, or sit on the car, the fact that his feet came out, it was easy to use it if he has feet. And then I have one that has a remote control. He has wheels on the bottom, and he goes that way. I haven't used that a lot recently, but I've used that for a couple of things where I want him to move, and I just thought it'd be funny to use the remote control one. I use that one by far the least. There is a third one. There's a fourth one I saw in Macy's, and I can't remember what was different about that one. I'm like, oh, do I need that? I'm not sure, but I don't have that one. So they're just variations of the Mattel plush. Oh, what a great question. How'd you come up with Supermom's personality? I'm not sure. Like, I feel like she mostly reacts, like Grogu is the main character, and she's just reacting and trying to keep up with him. And sometimes she has one up on him, and sometimes it's the other way around. So it's just kind of evolved over the course of it. I think she definitely is someone who's protective and wants him, and maybe definitely not as smart as he is, and just reacts a lot. So I don't know if I've developed it enough. You know, almost you would say Jen in the Costume Closet has more of a character development than she does. How long have you been making videos? I've been making videos since the pandemic, so like early, like spring 2020. I was at home like everyone else. I started on TikTok, and then when YouTube Shorts came along, I started doing that too, and it's been great. Oh, the painter's belt pouch thing. That's a great idea. Oh, thank you so much, MLM. That's a beautiful name. I will keep making videos, I promise. Thank you so much. I'm so glad they make your day. You should make Sabine. Sabine is a cool look. The thing with Sabine that concerns me is that wig. It's so short and so blue. I remember even when I was looking for Bo-Katan wigs. Short wigs they're not easy to find, short, cheap wigs. So I don't mind spending money on a wig if it's a character I'm gonna like really invest in and wear it a lot. That just seems like a tough wig, let's put it that way. To get my amount of hair underneath it and that short, it'd be a tough one. It's not impossible, people do it all the time. But that is the part of that costume where I'm like, oh, that looks cool, and the colors, and I'm like, oh, but how would I do the wig? So, what's your favorite movie? I don't think I have a favorite movie. I used to, but I just like, I really, I think I respect the craft of filmmaking, and I think they're all so well done. I'll talk about a movie I recently saw that I really enjoyed. I was just on the plane. I watched The Marvels again, and I thought that was really fun. I thought it was really great. I thought the characters were great. I think it was one of the stronger Marvel movies recently, in my opinion. I know there's been some weird like hand wringing around it. I don't get it. I don't get why. I had a blast. I thought it was super cool. You have a Grogu you dress up for the holidays? That's great. I love how you're really creative. Thank you so much. If you could train with any Jedi Knight, who would you be and why? It would have to be someone who's funny. Maybe Obi-Wan. He would have a good sense of humor, maybe. Or Qui-Gon too. What team do you think going to win the Super Bowl? Pats are out. I'm going to the 49ers this year. Yeah, I don't really have much interest in the teams that are left, to be honest. Let's put it that way. So I'm rooting for fun commercials and fun movie trailers. Your second favorite YouTuber, that's high praise because there's so many. Just to be in the top 3 is a big deal. How much you love Baby Yoda. I think he's great. I think he's fun. I'm excited to see what they do with him in the movie. What Star Wars project are you most excited for? I think maybe Skeleton Crew. We don't know. So I was thinking of like Skeleton. The next 2 coming up are like Skeleton Crew and The Acolyte. I think the thing I'm most excited for is Andor season 2, but that's going to be I think another year off. I think we're getting Skeleton Crew and Acolyte this year, so those are the ones that I'm most familiar with. Oh, Kaiser Taco, thank you so much. I appreciate you. How long have I been cosplaying? I've been cosplaying since 2016, so 8 years. So I've been doing Halloween costumes ever since like 2012, and then one year I was doing Rey as a Halloween costume and got into the research on it and was just hooked, into the whole world of cosplay. What's your favorite Buffalo Bill Scout Trooper? I do like it. I wear the top with it, and that makes it a Buffalo Bill Scout Trooper. I like it subtle. Sorry, missing. I haven't got a chance to watch Andor, Whisper asks. Is it good? I think it is the best thing Disney Star Wars has made. That's my personal opinion. I will also be the first to say it is not for everybody. It is really not for kids. It's very different. Like it's a Star Wars with no lightsabers. Almost there was one space chase, but no space battles. No aliens. Everyone's in it is human. The Empire is really evil. It's very different. It's very long. The first season of Andor is 12 episodes, and each episode is an hour. A lot of intrigue, a lot of meetings, like spy stuff. So I think that's fascinating, and I think that's what makes Star Wars so great, is that we can have shows like Young Jedi Chronicles, and we can have shows like Andor. And people can like them totally differently. And it's still Star Wars, I think that's what makes Star Wars so cool. I never understand the people fighting over Star Wars. Like, this Star Wars good, or that Star Wars good, or I hate the sequels, or I hate the prequels. Like, bro, there's no way you can like it all the same. And that's what makes it so great. There's something for everybody. What inspired you to create the Trooper Mom series? I'm just gonna, a quick drink since I'm dying over here. That season 1 finale of The Mandalorian where those 2 Scout Troopers kidnap Grogu and they hold him hostage, and I thought, well, what if instead of I thought it'd be funny to replace one of the Scout Troopers dialogue with like dialogue that I wrote about maybe kidnapping him instead of punching him, And that video did kind of okay on TikTok. And so then I'm like, okay, well then let's do a sequel. What happens next? And I did a video about the trooper who adopted him, Trooper Mom, and them on the run, and that did really well, and I kind of have been going on ever since. Favorite clone trooper? I've had different answers for this, but I think I like seeing. Let's put the Bad Batch aside because we really get to learn about them. I like seeing Rex's whole kind of journey. You know what I mean? We've gotten to see him in so many different stages and shows. I think that's really interesting. It's hard to have the answer not be Rex. The Bad Batch, who doesn't love Wrecker? He's such a sweetie. What cosplay do you want to do that you haven't done? It's funny, when I was watching the Marvels, like, I don't have enough, like, super suits, Like, or I don't have, like, any of those, like, kind of hero, um, whether it's Captain Marvel or even, like Hela from Thor Ragnarok, like a hero suit maybe. I don't have any of those. I'm like, I should do that. I should figure that out. Those are actually, I think, deceptively difficult because you have to get the right fabrics and that the fit has to be perfect. Oh, you're gonna do a low budget Wanda Maximoff Age of Ultron costume? Oh, that's cute with like the knee high black socks and that crop jacket. That's a cool look. I want a crossover between Star Wars and Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are two that would seem like they would intersect. It's so funny because Guardians of the Galaxy is so goofy and Star Wars is so serious. Darren Stevens, I mentioned that I am not ignoring you. I said that it was a big honor to be your second favorite YouTuber because there's so many YouTubers. To be in anyone's top 3 is amazing. I should do something from Lord of the Rings. I love seeing Lord of the Rings cosplay. It's not a IP that's close enough to me where I think I would do it justice because I don't really maybe have the knowledge and like the deep fandom to it, but I love seeing that stuff. Is there going to be more than one season of Trooper Mom? I've never really thought of Trooper Mom as having seasons, maybe. I've just tried to keep the story going every week. I mean, I think there have been arcs like where that's to do with football or the spaceship or, but I think I'm in a mode, now that football is over, I think I'm in a mode where I'm just going to do some one-offs where I do like an over arc. He's going to he has a skateboard that I'm finally trying to get into a video. I want him to do magic tricks again. I'm in the mode now with Supermom where I want to do a couple just one-off episodes of the week, on Saturdays, and then I'll get back into doing an arc probably after MegaCon. Favorite Star Wars movie? I can't just pick one. I do love The Force Awakens. I love The Empire Strikes Back, and I love Rogue One. But every Star Wars movie has something good I could say about it. While doing Doctor Who, I have not done Doctor Who. I have a family member who's a really big fan, and I helped them put together a War Doctor. So, favorite superhero to cosplay as? I guess it would be Wanda, but I like Wonder Woman too. That's a fun one. I mean, you just feel so powerful in that outfit. It's so iconic, So. Oh, that's great. For the Force using scenes, to use invisible finishing lines or something to raise the items. Have I done that? Have I had him levitate something? So the playing cards one, that was green screen. I did that super low budget. I found an existing green screen on YouTube of playing cards floating in the air and just put it in to my editing machine and remove the green screen. And then when he levitated the bicycle, that I used green screen for that and wasn't really happy with how it turned out. So then when I had him fly the spaceship, I puppeted it in there, and then I just use the roto brush to remove the rest of me. So similar to, in theory, to green screen, but not. But no, I've never used a wire, I don't think. So, how hard is it to paint your armor and stuff? The hardest thing about painting, actually, for someone that lives in the Northeast, is getting the right set of weather conditions for a good long period of time. Because if it's too cold, but the most important thing is if it's too humid, it can really mess up with your painting conditions. I don't know what people like in Florida and the South where it's so humid. I don't know how they do it. I guess they must do it in like garages or something that help control the humidity. That's the hardest thing about it for me. And then you always have to let things dry longer than you think too. Do you 3D print your old armor or order? That's a great question. I 3D print all my own armor. I have not. The only helmet I've 3D printed so far was Zori Bliss's because it was in several pieces and I put it together. My printer was not big enough to do any armor on it. Any helmet on it in one go. So the helmets I've had friends, or I've had those commissioned, the print sent to me, and then I do all the post-processing, all the sanding, the filling, the painting, and everything. But all the armor I've done myself. Yeah, everything I've ever had someone had print for me are been helmets, just because of the sizing issue. I could do it if I had a big enough printer. So I'm excited to have a new printer now. It is still quite not big enough to do a helmet, which I guess is a little silly, but you know, I'm just glad to do something that's higher quality because, oh, I was struggling. That's a really interesting question. First of all, let me second. Yes, Grogu wears Build-A-Bear clothes. This is from Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear, or generic Build-A-Bear, like if you buy it on Amazon from Walmart or something. Someone asked what the most expensive video I did was. It's hard when you think about buying gear, though. I'll use it for other videos. For stuff I bought specifically for a video to use in a video, I usually just try not to spend that much money. I gotta be honest. Like I'll buy things off eBay or something expensive I bought. I'm not sure this is the answer, but I want to say there was a Thai pilots trapped on Endor skit where this Ewok runs after them, and it's a vintage backpack that were like, it looks like an Ewok riding on your shoulders. And that's really how I wanted to do it. I was really like locked into that idea. Just because I thought the arms would be long and silly. And the only one I could find on eBay, I think, was almost $50. And I waited and waited and ran out of patience, and I just got it. Because I think it was from a few years back. So maybe that's it. The $50 Ewok backpack, which was a very silly purchase, but I'm actually really glad I have that piece. I remember seeing people walk around with that one, or like the Yoda on their back, and thinking, oh, that's a cool, silly thing to have. And now I have it, so. What was the most fun costume you had making? Oh man. They're all kind of fun and they're all kind of frustrating. I don't know, that's a good question. They're all kind of, they're fun. The armor is really fresh. It was stressful because I did so quickly, but it was fun in that when I saw it come together, I was really like, man, I did this. How did I do this so fast? You know what I mean? Also, Bo-Katan doing that helmet, it was so many steps. You know what I mean? Oh, Travis, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I feel the same way. I love when people show their love for the fandom. Thank you so much. Anyway, but back to fun. The Bo-Katan helmet was so many layers of paint because it was like masked and stuff. And so to see that finally finished was really gratifying too. The official name of the Trooper Mom series, I think, is just Trooper Mom. That's what I call it. I think my playlist is called Trooper Mom Shorts. Why does your Mandy look so good? Your Mando or my Manny? My Mandy does not look good. I just have like nail protectant on it because I was sewing, and when I'm sewing, I use my hands, and any sort of nail wrap just comes right off. So they're just bare except for a little nail protectant. But if you're talking about my Mando, thank you. Go Bills. From South Park. Are you working on a Ahsoka doll? Oh, that's so sweet. A Ahsoka doll would be amazing. I would do it all in fabric, like a soft doll. I think that'd be really pretty, but it depends on what kind of doll you want to make. The Mando armor, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I think the Mando looks really good in video. You can do a much more expensive paint job than what I did. The actual paint they used in the show is something called Alamuster paint. It's ridiculous. It's like $120 a can, but it looks unbelievable. It has that perfect like dark mirror finish, just like he has in the show. Mine is just like Rust-Oleum rattle can. In person, it looks like silver rattle can paint, but there's something about it in video. It actually looks pretty decently good. Every once in a while, I'll have a very specific lighting circumstance for wherever the sun is in the air and in my house, whatever, where I don't think it looks good at all. It looks very like flat and almost white, reflecting. But yeah, I'm for the amount of money I spent, which for like $7 rattle can paint, for as good as it looks, I'm very happy with it. So thank you so much. Thank you about my Mandalorian costume. I really do appreciate that. I am 5'7", so it to me, it's more, I get impressed when I'm like at an event or somewhere and I see a Mando cosplayer and they're like 6'1", and they have the right build and their armor is super shiny. I'm like, whoa, that looks way better than what I do, just because the whole like presence of it is good. But I think in video mine hangs. It's pretty good. Derpy Coops, I see you, Baby Yoda. We dressing up as May the 4th. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I'm doing May the 4th. I know there's some conventions that weekend in my area. I might do, I don't know. It's such a big day that I don't know what I'm going to do. Chiefs of 49ers, rooting for the commercials in that one. Rooting for good, funny commercials. My favorite character to play in my shorts? Oh, man. I like characters where you can kind of like get animated and worked up. So I like playing Jyn Erso in the costume closet. I like playing Bo-Katan, Babysitter Bo. I think that's really fun. I'm working on a video right now where I sort of introduce Anti-Ahsoka and Anti-Armorer. And I had this idea of Ahsoka being like super laid back, like this complete like hippie vibe, like everything's cool, man, and it's a real, and Bo-Katan just can't, like, she's more uptight. It's not based on anything in the show, obviously, but I thought this would be fun. Like this Jedi kind of like, hey, what's cool? But I'm still working on it. Do you like Friends? And what's your favorite episode and character? I do like Friends. I don't know Friends well enough to know my favorite episode. I think my favorite character is Chandler. He always just made me laugh. So, but obviously it's the writers who write these amazingly funny scripts, but the way he would deliver them, I would just be howling laughing so hard. So, it's a good question. Is it exhausting going to so many conventions? I haven't done one in 3 months. So November was the last one, and it's going to be February when we do this one. So they can be exhausting during the week. And this is my first ever 4-day one where I'm a guest. So I'm going to be taking midday breaks, which I haven't done before, but it's just going to be necessary. So I'm probably not doing much else besides the convention, those 4 days. But I'm excited. I do them to really, meet people and say hi and say thank you for watching. It's to help build my community and to say thank you. A Pokemon Professor cosplay, that sounds super fun. Yes, more of the MCU afterlife. I have to write more. I completely agree with you on that. That has to be next. I'm totally agree. And now that it's not as hot, because I'll be like, oh, I don't want to sweat off all like more makeup, but now I have no excuse. I need to make more. Those are very fun to do. So I'm behind on those for sure. The holidays and football, it just kind of, it's this kind of, machine with that. And, but it's time to get back to the afterlife. Does it ever get hot in Trooper Mom and Mandalorian costumes? I run pretty cold, so I don't really get that hot pretty much ever. Trooper Mom, no. Mando can get a little warmer. I'm gonna think, okay, so let's say on a summertime hot day, Mando will get warmer than Trooper Mom. I mean, he has a wool coat and it's all the way up here. There's more layers to that one, but there's less armor, so yeah. Maybe he's just a little bit warmer just because of the wool cape like around the neck. Oh, such a good question. Why have we seen none of the female villains in the MCU afterlife? Okay, so the pretty much standard answer, if you haven't seen an MCU anyone in the afterlife, is because I don't have the costume. That's kind of the best answer. The villains, though, I feel like they'd be somewhere else, right? Oh, thank you so much. Did someone just send me a gift and I missed it? Oh, Jason, thank you. Let me finish this question first. So the main question was someone's on the afterlife, but I don't have the costume. And villains, I think they'd be somewhere else, right? They wouldn't be in the... But we've had a video about that. Like, are we in heaven or where are we, So it's a costume thing. And I'm missing some people for sure. Like, where's the Sorcerer Supreme, from Doctor Strange? Where's she? I had to get a ball cap, the whole thing. Yeah. So, but that's the best answer is I don't have the costumes. That's a great question. Thank you for asking about it. Jason, your question. If you ever watch Your Power, what's your favorite movie? Please answer, please. If you've ever watched is Your Power a movie or is there a spelling error here? Jason, try to ask this again. But my favorite movie, oh man, I love so many movies. I don't know if I have a favorite. Movies are like when it's on, like, oh, that's good. I think streaming has really made that different, because we have access to so many movies I can watch all the time, anytime I want. I don't really have a favorite anymore. I have favorites. Like anytime there's like one of those Ocean's 11 movies, I just think those are super fun. I like those. Like Star Wars movies. I like any of the Marvel movies, obviously. Um, yeah, I don't have a great answer. I'm sorry. I like sports movies. I like Field of Dreams and Bull Durham and stuff like that. Do you have any fans in your outfit? That's a great question. To keep things cool. I don't. People I know that have fans like in their helmets are fans where the top comes underneath. I think of like a stormtrooper helmet. All of my helmets thus far are come down flat so air can get in underneath here, so it doesn't really fog up unless it's like a really extreme temperature situation, or I don't know, I'm out of breath and I put it on or something and you're breathing really hard. So they don't really fog up, knock on wood. So I haven't yet had a helmet where I've needed a fan. Do you have any heat packs in your outfits? I usually am not in a costume in a cold environment for long enough where I've needed that. But I think if I would have those adhesive hot packs in my feet. And also for Christmas, I got a USB heated socks, which are very fun too, because I do get cold feet. But I'll have like heated socks on when I'm editing, but usually not when I'm in a costume. Hella, right? Would be so cool. I think you'd have to do that big crown with foam because it'd be so big, you know? I didn't realize, I saw in the making of that, of Ragnarok, that they never made that helmet. That was all CG. Oh, that's a good point. When in the beginning, when I introduced Mando, called the Trooper Mom series, The Adventures of Trooper Mom and the Child, and Mando Dad. Oh, that's a very long title. I think I probably wouldn't call it that whole thing, only because of character limitations in titles and captions, but The Adventures of Trooper Mom and the Child, and Mando Dad. Nice. That is nice. I think to keep it short, Trooper Mom. But I should call it that. That's a good point. Everyone's Harry Potter. What's your favorite movie? Got it. I don't know if it's the music or what, but Prisoner of Azkaban there's something about that one where just the whole arc with Sirius Black and the music and the flying. I really like that one. That would be my favorite if I had a favorite Harry Potter movie. Sorry, I missed the HP. Fizzy Pop, that's a great suggestion. Thank you for the £2 gift. A Pokemon Professor cosplay. That sounds very fun. I will think about it. I do make a lot of Star Wars. That's usually kind of my Star Wars thing. I have not seen the new Wonka movie. I've heard it's fun. My husband is working. He's right next door. I have thought about doing a Captain Carter cosplay. I have looked into it. A cosplay company reached out to me and asked if they could send me something, and that's the one I asked for, and they were like, oh, we don't have that one. I was bummed. So again, Captain Carter though, I had to do the hair. I have to like put it in rollers and make it all perfect, you know, but I would do it. I'd do Captain Carter. I think that's really fun. Do you have any Trooper Mom blaster models that you like in particular? I do have the little Scout Trooper blaster and the holster that goes in her ankle. Not only do I never have the blaster in videos, I like had it in one video. I don't even put on the holster anymore. It's just not, part of it is there on other platforms. I'm not sure about YouTube, but like on TikTok, for example, there's AI that can detect if you have a prop weapon in the video. It can flag it. So I don't even mess with prop weapons really in my videos for that reason. Where's Grogu? Grogu's right here. He kind of fell over. Here he is. How do I do the voice? I just think about, Grogu started by not being able to talk. He just did baby talk, right? So I think of doing baby talk, but then I just add, so then when he started to talk, because I wanted to write for him, I thought of just doing baby talk, but adding words to it. So it'd be like,
Hey mom, how come you get to drink something and I don't? Hey mom.
and that's, I don't know if I just have that phrase, like when I say, hey mom, that kind of gets me right into it, you know?
Hey mom, go Bills.
So. You should do a Grogu cosplay, but have his robe. I've seen women that do that do like a robe and green and then the ears. It looks super comfy. Bye, Fizzy. Spider-Clone asks, I know you typically recross based off screen looks, but have you considered going for something based off the comics or different form of media? That's a great question. I think the closest I've done is I have done a Snow Scout, which has never been in any on screen at all, but it was a toy, it was a trading card, it was a Battlefront skin. So that's the one, and I really thought the look of it was cool. And I get to wear the same helmet, the same Scout Trooper helmet, but then it's like a kind of a combination of like Scout Trooper armor and like Snow Trooper armor, and I just love the Snow Trooper armor. So yeah, I would do that. I am more drawn to kind of screen textures and looks and fabrics, and especially if I had to do another one, what would I do? I mean, Dr. Afra's pretty cool from the comics. I like Afra. Yeah, but I think I think that I'm more of a texture person. So I think that's why I'm more drawn to the screen use stuff. But there are some really cool characters from the books and from the video games and stuff like that. I've seen some like gender bent Cal Kestises that are really cool too. I have a friend that does Marin, you know, from Battlefront. So, not Battlefront, Jedi Fallen Order. Oh, thank you so much. I don't have any helmets with me. I'm actually already in Florida. I have the armor helmet, but it's pretty packed to be protected, and I kind of want to keep it that way until we get to the convention. So I'm not gonna take it out. I hope that's okay. Oh, Care Bear, thank you, and thank your dad for introducing my videos to you. I so appreciate that. How can there be so little people watching? You're so good. That's so sweet. From what I understand of vertical video, it is a relatively new format that they're still rolling out. And I know they said that it wouldn't be as pushed as far as horizontal video would be, but that's okay. I like the people that are here. And I prefer the vertical one because I can see the comments a little bit better. I think to do the horizontal video, I would probably need to invest in like the equipment to do more live broadcasting, and I don't do it enough to maybe justify that yet, but I should go live more. I have not been live here enough. I've just been super busy. How are you live streaming on 9 p.m. at night? I think everyone's time zone is different. I'm in the East Coast time zone where it's currently almost 4 p.m. So Grogu voice reminded me of Dinosaur's Baby that said, not the mama. Oh my gosh. Dinosaur show. Wow, that's going back there. What's your favorite cosplay you've made? I'm most proud of the ones that required a lot of different skills, like the armor, Bo-Katan, the Mandalorian, Zori Bliss, Val from Solo. Those are my favorites because I'm just so proud of all the different work that went into it. Fanatic goes, would you consider doing a mini-series where Grogu goes to homeschool the Mandalorian as a teacher? I would consider that arc, but I would have Ahsoka be the teacher. Like Ahsoka come back to be the tutor because she, like she's trying to make some extra money to go get back in the galaxy or something like that. I see his teacher figure as Ahsoka. Oh, cute. PJs for Grogu. That sounds so cute. Hi from Australia. Wow, that's so far. I love your Ahsoka custom. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Have you read The Hunger Games? The Hunger Games is something that I got into. I'm not sure why. It seems like it would be my thing, but for whatever reason, it just didn't. I didn't intersect with that one. So you should make a Commander Cody or Captain Rex cosplay, or just the helmet. I'm thinking about it. I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but I could see doing a clone. At first, I'm like, nah, clones aren't my thing. I'm not really a clone kind of person. But I think the more people the more people comment I should do it, I get more into the idea. I think that'd be fun. But it'd be a lot of work. It'd be the most armor I'd ever had in one costume. It was so cool to see your America Chavez jacket. It's the first cosplay item I've made. Thank you so much. I have a video on how I made it. I need to post that. I still haven't posted that. That is crazy. I really had fun painting. I got a denim jacket and I just painted it. So it was really, really fun. And what I always say with people that want advice in cosplay is the research I thought was so fun. Like trying to find photos and angles of it and trying to see what all the writing was. I thought that was really fascinating. Hi from Mexico, hi. Hi from Denmark. Someone asks, is Jeremy your handler at Comic-Cons? Yes, he is coming, he is with me, he's my guy. He sort of handles, and what's nice about it is when there are instances when more than one person is there, he can, they can talk to him while someone is still talking with me. So because I hate having people, waiting. I know everyone's time is so valuable. So that's nice that there's two of us that we can, and people sort of have some recognition of him too. It's nice. It's nice to have, to be able to divide and conquer a little bit when it comes to these conventions. Do you play video games? You play Disney Dreamlight Valley. That's super fun. I don't have a console, but I play mobile games. I play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, big Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes person. And just unlocked General Anakin Skywalker, and very excited about that because that path was super hard. And I also play Disney Magic Kingdoms, both on the mobile game. So Jason V says you should make a Grogu Harry Potter costume for a magic video. There are Build-A-Bear robes and stuff, I think, that are super cute. I love that people love Harry Potter. I really do. I know it's so meaningful to them. I don't know if it's for Trooper Mom. Let's just put it that way. Doing the crossover with him having a stuffed baby Groot or wanting to be Captain America for Halloween. I didn't mind the Marvel stuff, but I think that's probably where I'm gonna maybe draw the line. I don't know. Just because like it's a different kind of magic or something. I don't know. Something about it that hasn't quite fit for me personally. But again, I when people are excited by Harry Potter, I'm excited for them. Are you at a hotel? I'm at a hotel. Your house is very decorated. Our house is decently decorated, but it's usually not this bright. I have a very dark house. Trooper Mom should be out in the Galaxy of Heroes. Well, the crazy thing is I made a video about this. They added a Scout Trooper, like, I don't know, a few months ago. And the Scout Trooper is a she. She has she, her pronouns. So maybe that is me. No, that'd be amazing. That'd be silly. You love using Hondo in Galaxy of Heroes. I haven't gone for what path, that's for the Afro path, right? I haven't done that one just because I feel like it's not a dead end, but I don't see Afro being used for much other things. And I'm pretty mid-game, so I don't even have a Galactic Legend yet. Although I just need to relic BB-8 to get to go for Rey. So I've been kind of doing those, like General Anakin Skywalker I did. Obviously I did Beskar Mando, like one of the first ones I did. And I did both the Revans, I did Malak, I did Starkiller. So I'm doing those. I think those have felt like have been more satisfying to me as a player than like the long grind for Galactic Legend. Because also I did the long grind for Executor, and that was so long, that took me almost entirely last summer, that I'm like, you know what, I really didn't like that long grind. I love having Executor though, so I think since then I've been kind of just like, let's do some smaller journeys, but I think I'm running out of those. So it's time to do like Rey and Sith Lord Kylo Ren and stuff like that. So Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. Why do I call him Sith Lord Kylo Ren? Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But I should do more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes content because I play that game a lot. Favorite food? I love all food. It's easier to say what food I don't like. I don't like a lot of white food. It completely randomly. I don't like marshmallows, and I don't like mayonnaise, and I don't like whipped cream. Those are like three things I really, really don't like, and they're all happen to be white. But I love all food. I love American food. I love Mexican food. I love Indian food. I love Chinese food. I love Japanese food. So just no marshmallows. no mayonnaise, and no whipped cream. Yes, Teresa got in that wizard robe. Teresa got in that wizard robe and the skateboard, and I did shoot the skateboard video. I have to still edit it, but yes, I love that. And like a little tiny deck of cards. I have more magic videos to come. I agree. I should make a Sabine costume from Ahsoka. I love that costume, but I'm not sure if that's next. Spider Clone asks, how did I get into cosplay, and any suggestions for how to start? I love this question, but it's also so hard to answer, because the answer really is it depends. It depends on what you want to. Do you want to make a costume? Do you want to just buy it? Nothing wrong with just buy. I've bought costumes. It's great. I swipe my credit card, done. You know, if you want to make something, also great. Very satisfying, very time consuming, and can be just as, if not more expensive. So it depends on how you want to do, what you want to do. And then if you want to make something, you have to really just do the research to find out what you're making, like get photos and like, okay, is it a one piece? Is it a top and pants? Do I have to make armor? Like, what do I need to make it? So the answer is kind of do research. And that's kind of my favorite part, is doing the research, like collecting photos and finding message boards and other people that have made it and what they've done, you know? And that's the best resource too. Like if you know you want to make a Mandalorian, you can come right to me and say, well, how did you make this piece? And I'll tell you everything. I have a video on every single part of it. I always do. But people come to me like, I want to make Master Chief from Halo. And I'm like, I don't really know any of that. I don't know what the best person is. Like, ask someone who's made that, because they'll say, oh, I use this fender, or oh, I cut up a green Rubbermaid trash can and made the armor, or whatever. So the question is know what you want to do and how you want to do it, and then go from there and have fun with it. Don't get wrapped up in drama, you know? It's my best advice. I love these suggestions. You should make a video where Grogu rides a mini AT-AT around the house. That sounds great, but I have no idea how I would do that. First, I would need a mini AT-AT, right? Or AT-AT, both are correct. Like a vintage Kenner one, I'd have to find one of those, and I have to like animate it frame by frame. It actually sounds really fun and challenging, but I can't just like do it. I have to like do the like prep to do that. What would be the story there? Like, how did he get that thing? Oh, you're going to Comic-Con. That's great. Favorite color? I do like any sort of jewel tone. I like anything like bold blue, bold purple, red, green, like that. I don't really wear a lot of pastels or even neutral so much, even though Star Wars is a very neutral universe. I do like color. Oh boy, what 3D printer is the best for beginners? Which one did you use? Okay, so I had a DaVinci 1.0 Pro by XYZ. I do not recommend it. There was advice to not get it. I didn't listen. I got it anyway. I made it work. But I know if you get a beginner printer, get a printer that everyone has. The advice I've given, I think, is kind of dated now. I would steer people towards like an Ender 3 Pro or a CR10. Whatever you get, just make sure it's something that people have a lot of. The printer that was just sent to me as a gift, which was amazing, it looks pretty plug and play. Like it auto loads the filament. You press one button and it calibrates. You have to like futz with it the way I used to have to do, which sounds great. But the printer is a little pricey. It's like $1,500. And you can get a printer for like $200. So I don't know enough about every single printer out there. I can direct you though to some great experts. Frankly Built, Emily the Engineer, Kiara's Workshop, Daisy Lee. They do tons of 3D printing content and they know way more than I do. So in terms of like what's happening with what printers right now. Yeah, I think the Bamboo I just got is a great printer for people that don't want to do a lot, but it is pretty pricey. And tough for a beginner to invest that much in it when you don't really know like how it's gonna go for you 3D printing wise. Okay, another gift. You should do a Grogu video. Grogu is Indiana Jones. That is a great idea. One issue I can see is keeping a hat on him because those big ears, right? It would have to be up here, and then maybe like little elastic bands to go around each ear, clear ones, kind of how I did his Mets hat. But that would be adorable. Like a little bomber jacket, you know, and a little whip on his hip. It'd be amazing. Oh, thank you. Love your Scarlet Witch costume. I appreciate that. Do I watch TDC? Are you a Star Wars cosplayer? I'm a Star Wars cosplayer, and I've seen the show. I'm not sure, Pommy, I understand your question. Oh, Daisy Lee, I showed you. I didn't know you were right here. I know, Daisy. There was like a button, and you pressed calibrate, and it calibrated, and that was it. And that was. I have spent hours trying to calibrate that in my old printer, to the point where it's the extruder head thing isn't even in the little holder correctly, because I've had to like actually bend the thing to get it right. It's such a piece of garbage. But listen, I've made a lot. I've made it work. And I just did more post processing with all these bumpy prints. So I'm really excited to get going on this. I wish it was big enough to do a helmet. That feels really silly that I have one I still can't do a helmet on. But listen, one thing at a time, you know. I think I'm gonna start. People ask me, what's my first project gonna be? I think I'm gonna remake some things. I have a cracked Mandalorian shoulder. I always wear it with a crack to the back so you don't see it in a video. But one of these days I'm gonna drop that thing, and that little hairline crack is just gonna split in half. And those shoulders take forever to print, and my printer just doesn't do great over like 18 hours. So for like a 32-hour print, at the end, it's just like, it's really just crumbly. And so it's amazing. I got those done at all, and those need to be redone. I am yammering on about 3D printing. But yeah, Daisy Lee, what's your username in 2002? Is a pro. Go subscribe to her. Bye, Noodle Noodles. My favorite character from Mandalorian is Grogu. I make a Grogu and Trooper video every Saturday. Very occasionally it'll go Sunday instead, but I try to be like, be pretty regimented with it, like every Saturday. And then like Sunday is also a skit. It'll either be like Costume Closet or Afterlife of Women of the MCU or like Thai Girls or something like that. That's kind of what I've been trying to stick with. I know holidays and football I get off, but I like a schedule because it helps me stay like, when am I gonna post kind of thing. So I have seen Gremlins. Gremlins 2 is a little underrated. That is has some very hilarious fourth wall breaks. Jar Jar Brinks, yes, tag me in it. And I'll love to see your video, or email me too. What do you want to see in the upcoming Mandalorian movie? That's a great question. I'd love to have it more of the vibe of like the first 2 seasons, you know, where they're kind of like doing missions. And I know it's a movie though, it's gonna have one big overarching story. Maybe a little bit, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I really thought about what I want to see. I feel like we're kind of gonna be done with the whole Mandalore sort of thing happening. I think we're gonna go out and have an adventure. Maybe, hopefully something new, you know? Do you think the Lions should have won, yes or no? I'm gonna be honest, I was traveling yesterday. I did not see the game. I heard the Lions were up by quite a bit at halftime. So I was pulling for the Lions, but I have to admit I didn't watch the game because I was busy. Yes, there's a Mandalorian movie coming out. It was announced maybe less than a month ago, around the start of this year, maybe 3 weeks ago. They announced that Jon Favreau is going to direct, and yeah, Mandalorian Grogu movie. Do I believe in Norse mythology? I don't know if I don't know. I don't think I know at all what's next. But I know of Norse mythology. Hi from Michigan, hi. Melanie, more Grogu videos. I got one every Saturday. What's your opinion on AI? I don't know nearly enough about how it's used in every industry and every application. I am sure there are applications in industries where it can benefit humankind in some way. when it comes to creative things, like artistic things, I just, it's not for me. And I've had companies come to me to say, oh, we can use our product. You can use AI to edit your videos or to come up with ideas for videos. And I'm like, no, thank you. My most valuable currency is my own creativity, and I'm not going to give that up to a machine. But that's all I know about. That's like the creative world with AI. I'm sure maybe in other sort of technical fields, it has use. So I'm just not informed on anything that's not creative use. You know what I mean? Can you do Ms. Marvel or Captain Marvel cosplay or jackets? Hi, Robbie. I could. Ms. Marvel jacket. I love her look. Captain Marvel jacket would be cool too, like with star, like if it was a zip up, like a bomber jacket or something, or like a leather, like a racing jacket and had the star in the middle. That'd be really cool. You go to Lake Michigan to fish this weekend. Is it frozen Lake Michigan? What's it like up there? Do I want a Gremlins 3? Remaking stuff from the 80s is hot right now, right? I could see them doing that. It's not something that I want, but it's not something I'd be like, I have no feeling about it, let's put it that way. Hey. Everyone to cosplay Star Wars video games like Jedi Order or Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor. Someone just asked me that earlier. I would. I am usually drawn to the screen stories, to be honest, but I've seen some great ones. I have friends that cosplay Marin and like Cal Kestis and stuff like that. So I never say never, but it's not something I've given a lot of thought to. Is that fair? But they have great looks. Like when I see a Cal Kestis, it's just so distinctive, like with a blue vest, you know? Hey, Fern from Buffalo. What's my most expensive cosplay costume and why? That's a really interesting question. I want to say it's probably Zori Bliss because of the boots, but it's always some like weird thing in the in a costume that costs a little bit more. They're like, oh, that kind of put it over the edge. But they add up. I remember thinking like Ahsoka, right? Ahsoka, I kept track of what I spent on that. I usually try to. I keep receipts or I write stuff down. And I only had one expense in the entire costume that was over 20 bucks. Like, but it was 20 bucks here and 20 bucks there and 15 here. Like all those little runs to the craft store and to Home Depot and Amazon orders, they add up. And at the end, you'll be like at $800. But you never really spent that much all at once. You spent like, oh, I need paint. Oh, I need foam. Oh, I need fabric. Oh, I need shoes, you know? So it can add up here and there. So probably like Val from Solo or Zori Bliss is my most expensive, usually because like with Val, I have like some vintage flight goggles that were kind of pricey, but that's also a choice. So I wanted it that specific. I just should do a One Piece cosplay. Every convention I go to, it's becomes a greater and greater majority is anime. It's really fun to see. Favorite costume, I can't pick one. I'm most proud of the ones where I did like a lot of different techniques. Like it's sewing, it's leather work, it's 3D printing, painting. Like when all those techniques came together in one costume, those are the ones I go, man, I really enjoyed my work on this. And lately, those are the only kind of costumes I do. I mean, even Ahsoka, I had to 3D print her wrists and her shin armor. The armor was even more. I did both foam armor and I did 3D printed armor on that. So it was cool. Asajj Ventress costume. Not really. I have never done a ball cap for me. I just think that would be really hard to have it look really perfect and flawless to do it myself. I put a ball cap on Jeremy, but I have a lot of hair and it's thick. Like, how would I get it under a ball cap, you know? But that's cool. When I see an Asajj Ventress, I'm like, that's amazing looking. And I think if I did a Ventress while her later look, her bounty hunter look is cool too, I think I'd be more drawn to the Clone Wars like arc look that she has, like with the purple. But the bald cap is like, ooh, I don't know if I could do that. Did I see the dono? Oh no, did I miss one? Was I chit-chatting? I'm sorry. Was it the leave a comment and ask what you. I must have missed it. I'm sorry. I was chatting and looking around, or it didn't stay up very long. Asajj Ventress was that sort of a Sith, sort of not an assassin, but was working for Dooku, and like the Clone Wars. You email that stop motion. Okay, I'll be excited to check that out after the live. My favorite convention I've gone to. There's so many fun ones for completely different reasons. I've never gone to a bad one. I mean, I do love Star Wars Celebration. That's always a really fun, really exciting one because there's news out. Same with D23. There's a corporate element to it where they release news about stuff coming up that you're excited about, and that makes it extra exciting. So I think maybe like a Star Wars Celebration, those are some of my favorites. What are you most excited about from MegaCon Orlando? This is gonna be one of my last questions because I do have to wrap it up and I'm completely like dry out. I'm most excited to meet people that subscribe to my YouTube and that enjoy my videos. That's really the reason I'm there. That's it. That's why I don't really go to panels except the ones that I'm on. I'm giving 2 panels, one Friday, one Saturday. But mostly I'm excited to meet so many of hopefully some of you. That's what I'm there for. Jason asks, what if Grogu meets Baby Groot? I don't know what he would think because he always thinks of Baby Groot as his toy, right? So I mean, actual Baby Groot? I wonder if they would get along, or there would be like a little power struggle maybe. Some people left, have they? I haven't even seen, oh, the number's up there? I'm not worried about the number. It's quality, not quantity. Your videos are hilarious and funny. Thank you so much. Favorite Sith? It's a pretty good question. Are we considering any of the Inquisitors Siths? Not really. They just kind of work for Vader, right? I mean, maybe Reva, Inquisitor? If we're picking Inquisitors? I like seeing her story in Obi-Wan Kenobi. Bye, everyone. Everyone's saying goodbye, so I'll say goodbye too. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm sorry it's been a second since I've been live. I should get on a more regular live schedule. Thank you for all the gifts, and I'm just so grateful for all of you. I'm going to be busy with MegaCon this week, but I still think I have enough videos to get one out every day, but if I don't, just bear with me. I'm away this week, so we'll get back into the groove next week. So Rebel Pilot shorts. I should do more Rebel Pilot shorts. I have some TIE Pilot ones shot I need to edit, and I have some costume closets. I have a bunch shot. I just need to edit them. So I could have been doing that now, but instead I was chatting with all of you. So, all right. Take care, everyone. I hope to see some of you at MegaCon.